not everyone's aware, but 40% of America's farm and ranch land is owned by retiring landowners. Retiring landowners, they need help with succession plans. And as we all know, access to land is a major problem for new and expanding ranchers. And there's just no easy way to connect the two. I just wanted to explain something. To me, this is very personal, and here's why. After my father's death and his 7-year battle with dementia, it left my mom and my sisters and I with some very difficult decisions about our land. As the oldest of 3 girls who'd worked alongside my dad and grandpa for nearly a decade, I felt a deep sense of responsibility to continue their legacy and the legacy started by my great great grandparents in 1871 when they came west and acquired land thanks to the Homestead Act. We actually have the original deed. We also have the deed of sale of those 160 acres that sold for just $480 20 years later. Today, that same land would appraise at about $480,000. This striking difference highlights the immense value of land over generations and the importance of exploring options beyond selling.
Sonja, I think I want to real quick. I think that's really good context, right? You come from a family of landowners, right? You have an emotional tie to the land. This family, you didn't just buy this land as an investment property 5 years ago. This is part of you. This is part of your family. You don't want to sell this piece of property, right? And I think you framed this context, this conversation very well, because there's a significant amount of people online right now that I'm guessing are in the same boat. The last option they want, Sonja, is to have to sell that piece of property, right? So the only option for them, how do they make revenue? How can they help generate more revenue as their tax bases go up, as the whole world gets more expensive? How can they make this farm work? How can they make the ranch work? How can they make the timber? How can they make this land make some more money for them? So you're in those shoes. You've been in those shoes, right?
Yes,
Very good.
absolutely.